Hey guys, it's Emma here. I'm coming to you with a tarot and oracle reading. It's been a while. I've been doing some huge integration work myself, preparing for things to change massively in my life. And it hit me hard. It struck me heavy. This journey is not linear. It's up and down. It ebbs and it flows. It expands. It contracts. And I have been in a contraction. So I've had to withdraw and really kind of pour back into myself, and I'm starting to feel a bit more energized, but there is something pushing me today to do a reading. So there's a message here for you if you found this. Please don't try to make it fit though. If you're questioning it, you can just leave it behind for the person it's for, okay? But I do trust that this will find you exactly the right time. These messages are timeless, okay? So whenever this finds you, it was meant to find you at this time. So I'm going to start with some tarot cards for you first, and then we're going to get some of my own oracle cards, and we'll just see what the energy is today. Okay, whoa. We have the Three of Wands shooting out straight away. So I'm thinking that really the people that, wow, the people I'm currently reading for this message are in a very similar situation to myself. You are at the start line of a new timeline. You are waiting for the gun to go so that you can set off. I feel this is a time of kind of slowness, of stillness. There might not be much happening. You may be experiencing kind of things like exhaustion from the journey up until this point, okay? You have journeyed to get to the start of this new timeline. And now you are kind of in the waiting room, waiting to jump in. Okay, and the thing is, when you are on this spiritual journey, I feel like the people I'm speaking to have been healing at a rapid rate, okay? You are somebody who is able to transmute at a rapid rate. You are able to go within and come back with jewels at a rapid rate. But oftentimes when we're doing this, it can take our body a while to catch up. And when it does catch up, you can have a wave of exhaustion hit you from nowhere, and it can kind of knock you for six. And that's kind of been my experience. So that is for somebody here. Somebody here is experiencing that right now. But as I said, we had the, oh no, it wasn't the three, it was the Two of Wands. So this is somebody who has plans for the future. You have the vision, you have the world in your hands, okay? You know what it is that you're after. You can see and visualize the reality that you are going to be stepping into. However, this is not, you're still kind of like I said, in the waiting room. You're still surrounded by these protective walls, okay? You're waiting for your ships to come in. You are not quite ready, or you are currently being prepared to stride out into this new timeline. And this new timeline is something else. This new timeline involves this Ten of Pentacles, okay? This is ultimate stability. This can be financial, this can be emotional, ultimate abundance as well, being abundant. And this group who I'm speaking to is a group who has, I have to take this off, it's a bit hot. This group that I am speaking to is a group who has worked diligently on creating a sense of internal abundance. This group that I'm talking to may not yet be seeing the effects within the physical reality. So you may be feeling entirely abundant. You may feel exactly like you know exactly what you're worthy of, okay? You know that you are talented. You know that you should be getting paid for the light that you embody. You should be successful, pretty much. Your energy signature is so worthy of success, and you're not yet really seeing that physically, tangibly. And this is kind of represented by this Two of Wands as well. You are waiting for your ships to come in. You have a picture, you have a vision, but the universe hasn't said go yet. The gun has not gone off, and it's going to go off. And when it does, we have the Sun here. You're going to be very, very incredibly joyous about it. This is a very heavy inner child card, okay? This is kind of speaking to me of accessing the childlike joy that perhaps you had to abandon in order to survive. This is a group of survivors. This is a group who have been through a lot. You have weathered and been through a lot, And something I would like to say is that when you are an old soul, when you are somebody who is coming here to uplift the collective consciousness, to be a role model, to be a leader, to inspire people, you often upfront your karma very early on in life to clear it, so that you can really rise, so that you can really shine, so that there is nothing bogging you down and stopping you from fulfilling this purpose. Okay, so I'm speaking to people who have upfronted their karma very early on in life. You know, perhaps you struggled as a teenager, you had very severe mental health problems as a teenager perhaps, and you've really worked through that, and you're now feeling a lot freer than you were before. You're not feeling as bogged down with all of this baggage that you were carrying, and this is what is allowing you to transition into this new timeline. But we're currently kind of in the waiting room for this. With the Sun card as well, and the Ten of Pentacles, I get this idea that you're really thinking about stability. You're really thinking about which way you want to go, how you can create grounded, tangible physical abundance that matches this sense of internal abundance that you've cultivated. But there may be a lack of clarity as to how or when, or by what means this abundance is going to be attained. Okay, with the Sun card coming out and the Ten of Pentacles, this is telling me that there will be clarity around this. Now, this is going to show up in many different ways for many different people. You know, when you see this video, it's not going to be the same for everybody. For some people, this may be an inheritance coming in. For some people, this could be a new job coming in. For some people, this is they've started a new business and they're going to start to receive interest. They're going to start to receive customers. So it will be different for everybody, but we do see that this new timeline that you are facing towards, and look at this, he's even facing towards this. This is what you're headed towards, okay? Clarity, joy, purpose, and stability and security. And the thing is, stability, security, material is very important when you're living a purpose-led life, okay? Because you need something to ground that purpose in. You need to be able to support yourself as you go after your highest timeline. And so a lot of you are, you know, you have committed, you've absolutely fully committed to pursuing your purpose, whether that be in arts, music, writing. I feel I'm talking to a very creative collective here, trailblazers, people with brand new ideas that they are looking to realize. Okay, lost myself there. But yes, artists, creatives, you are looking to leave behind the rat race. You are looking to pursue that which you know you have come here for. Okay, I'm going to get a few more for this. That was a huge, I don't know where all of that came from, but there we go. Any more for this, please, Spirit? What more would you like me to communicate to this collective that is currently within the waiting room for this abundance, for this material stability? Okay. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, and this has been coming out in every reading that I've done for myself. When you are on the threshold of something and you are intuitive, you can feel this. You can feel the change, and there's often not really an explanation for it. You can feel that something is going to happen, and sometimes your body reacts to it in a mysterious way. In that it will cause anxiety, it will cause insomnia, because you know something is coming, something is impending, but you're not exactly sure what it is. And that's exactly what this card is. You're here, you're waiting, you know it's coming, but as of right now, we don't have the clarity around what this is. This is to do with stability and abundance that you're headed towards, okay? But at the minute, you are in the waiting room, and I feel there is a part of you that is fighting against that. And I feel that the reason for this is because you have done so much work and you feel so ready for what it is that you're setting out for, that there is kind of there's a discrepancy between soul and body right now. Your soul is wanting to fly free. It's wanting to rise exponentially, to expand. And yet your body is needing time to recover. That's what this pause is. It's a sacred pause. Remember, you're not just a soul. You have kind of a responsibility to your body as well. That, you know, this is the container of your soul. You must look after the container in order to be able to have a healthy 3D experience, okay? So right now at this time, your body is needing extra TLC, extra rest. Maybe you're being drawn to drink more water. Maybe you're being drawn to go to bed earlier. Maybe you're being drawn to things like self-care. And that is for a reason. It's because you've kind of transmuted everything so quickly, and you've arrived at the start line of this new timeline so quickly that your body is now like, whoa, wait a second, give me a minute, give me 5 minutes to catch up with this massive change that has occurred within me. And really this gives me deep cellular healing. This gives me people who have come to a place where their DNA is literally changing. You have changed so much that your body is responding to this. As within, so without, you know, the physical aspect of your reality is finally starting to change, and this may likely be showing up as kind of bodily symptoms, anxiety, confusion, that kind of thing, which might be slightly jolting if you have been in a place of peace and joy and expansion, because all of a sudden your body is doing the opposite of kind of how you've been feeling, and it can put you in this energy, okay? But this isn't forever. This is a sacred pause. Please do remember this. And this is an opportunity for you to pour into yourself right now, okay? The universe is asking you to pour into your body, to pour into your physicality, okay? Because this whole new beginning that you're headed towards with this 10 of Pentacles, which is like generational wealth. This is big. This is big energy that I'm tapping into here. You're going to need all of your energy. You're going to need to be well rested and integrated in your body, okay? So take this pause. And what are you worried about? What are you worried about? Look, the sun is going to come out. The sun will come out tomorrow. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that song, okay? That might be a significant song for you. Maybe you really like the film Annie. But things are not quite what they seem. Do not take this exhaustion, this kind of debilitating bodily reaction to being at the threshold of this new timeline. Do not let that confuse you into thinking you're going backwards. You're not going backwards, you're being pulled back. It's like the arrow, okay? You're pulling an arrow back to shoot it off at the target. That's exactly what is happening now. You are at the start line. This is a pullback to make sure that you have all the momentum that you need, to make sure you are fully prepared when you are fired off towards your 10 of Pentacles and towards the sun. And we have, amazing, we have a double 6 here. We have 6 of Wands and we have 6 of Pentacles. So this is victory, okay? I mean, these two cards came out together. You're worried about this. You're worried about whether or not you are going to be successful in this. Whether or not 13 as I looked at the camera, which is a 4. So you are protected at this time. You are being guided. You are being helped with replenishment. You are being helped with replenishing your body, okay, at this time. Mana may be significant for you, the idea of mana, bodily energy, spiritual energy, divine energy, that you are receiving to help your body catch up with your spiritual progress, you know, okay? There may be kind of a catch-up period. I think that's what this is, really. But with the 6 of Wands, this is ensuring that you're going to be successful, okay? You are going to be successful. You are going to be recognized. This is really a card of public recognition. It's being recognized for your efforts. I mean, it doesn't have to be on a huge scale. You could be somebody who's really looking to be hugely recognized, like you want to be famous, maybe. It doesn't have to be that, though. It could just be friends and family. It could just be people closest to you finally kind of seeing your success and acknowledging your success, okay? However this resonates for you, but it does give me fame. That's kind of the message that I'm getting through right now, is that somebody is meant for huge recognition. Somebody who's watching this video right now. You have something that is going to bring not only recognition, but also a lot of material wealth and stability. Okay, you have an idea, you have a skill set that needs to be shared. Okay, and we're getting this with the Six of Pentacles as well. This is about sharing, this is about giving, this is about humanitarianism. There is something that you have that is required. It is a gift, it's been given to you for a divine purpose, and you need to share it. But I'm also getting from this that you've always been a giver. You know, this is intrinsic to you because it's a part of your purpose. You have always given. And we have the Three of Swords in reverse here. So I feel in the past that this tendency to give yourself away has resulted in heartbreak for you. You know, it wasn't an equal give or take. You were always giving and giving and giving and receiving breadcrumbs in return, pretty much. But with this reversed, this is giving me justice. This is giving me divine justice. It's giving me this idea that it's like recompense. The universe is now going to be giving you back what you have given. You know, you've never given with the expectation to receive. That's not who you are. You give because it feels good, because it's your soul, it's your purpose. But unfortunately, you have self-sacrificed in the past. With this tendency to give, it has been a self-sacrifice. And the universe is about to come in and favour you. You have divine favour. You are anointed. You are about to receive all that you have given. The scales are being balanced. You have very good karma. And I also want to say, right now, at this point, while you are waiting in the waiting room to receive all of these blessings that are coming your way, because you are about to be blessed. Let me tell you that. You are about to be blessed. We have the Sun, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Wands. This is a huge, huge blessing, okay? When you are about to transition into such a period of blessings, there may be times that things go wrong. Tower moments, okay? Things start going wrong. And that is because there are certain things that cannot go with you into this season. It is likely because of the karma associated with these things. Perhaps there are people around you who do not have the positive karma that you have, and you are being removed from the situation before that karma arrives. This has happened to me so many times. So if you are really in this space and things are changing, things are turning on their head and people start leaving, and your situation starts to change very kind of rapidly and out of the blue, see this as divine intervention and divine protection. Okay, there are certain people that cannot be around you at this time because their karma may be pretty negative. And this is not your burden to carry. That's what the universe is saying. It is not your burden to carry. And knowing you, if you were around these people experiencing this, you would try to help them. You would try to carry this. No more. The universe is saying no more, and it will remove you from these situations so that you don't revert back to that old tendency, and so that you can fully enjoy your blessings when they come in. Because you deserve that. You know, you deserve not to be distracted by everybody else's problems when you start to receive what you are truly worthy of. Okay, you need to be able to really be grateful for it, to really lap it up, to be in it, rather than kind of half in it, half out of it, because you're trying so hard to help everybody else with their karma. You know, and oftentimes when we do this, when we're trying to help, we get in the way of somebody else's journey. Okay, because this is the work that we're doing spiritually is very much self-work. It's very much internal. There is not a lot that somebody can say external from you that can kind of push you along this journey. It has to be found within, okay? So you kind of trying to help somebody and trying to help them over and over again does just become a roadblock to their own self-development. So we're moving away from that now. We also got the Knight of Swords, which to me is the fact that you are so very driven at this time. You are ready for decisive action, okay? And there is a frustration here and this anxiety because you're so ready to... This is giving me masculine and feminine energy, okay? There is a fight between the masculine and feminine. The masculine is ready and raring to go. He wants to take the world by the by its horns and just get on with it. However, the feminine, which I feel we have recently, and when I say recently, I mean within the last 6 months, we have recently been tapping more into the feminine and allowing her to play a role. You know, perhaps we were in an overtly masculine energy before, and so we weren't allowing this feminine to come in and nurture us and hold us and provide the peace that the mother provides. You know, the divine feminine is very nurturing, very loving, very peaceful energy to maintain within the body. And so once again, although we are really kind of tapping into our divine feminine energy, now that we've come to this halt, we have the divine feminine asking for rest, asking you to love yourself in this pause, asking you to take it slow. But we have the masculine who's like, no, I'm ready to go. You know, my soul has hit the ceiling. Let's go. Let's do this. And this is another, it's not a test, but it is an invitation. It's an invitation to fully embody the balancing of these energies, okay? Because I feel like this has been something we've been working on for a long time, balancing the masculine and feminine energies within so that they are not at war with each other and they're actually helping each other. Yin and yang is what I'm getting, okay? Balance is very, very important. And this has thrown us slightly off balance, this waiting, okay? Let's have a look, get a few more tarot. Yes. Okay. Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is stability, grounding within our own energy. Obviously, we are thinking of finances. There are a lot of pentacles here in the future as well. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We are looking to really stabilize within our 3D realm. And I think we have realized that our excuse me, we have realized that our spiritual stability, our sense of internal stability is reflective of the material world. And we have made an active decision to protect our sense of self, to become very stable and unshakable within our self-knowing. We will protect what we have found, the jewel that we have found, at all costs. And this is the reason that the wheel, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is turning. And this is going to bring you to your Sun and to your Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Pentacles are very, very significant right now. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you've been working hard on something. This could be a project. It could be a business idea. It could be, I'm getting music for somebody. Somebody is a musician. You've been working hard on something and you are yet to reap the rewards of your diligence, of your patience. But I'm getting that because of this, because of your kind of commitment, it's been noticed and the universe is now moving on your behalf. We have this Ace of Pentacles coming out and that gives me that there are new opportunities coming your way as we speak. The Knight of Pentacles, though, is decisive action. You need to put this energy out there. This energy needs to be delivered so that these opportunities can find you, so that these opportunities can match you. Okay. Yeah. This is you. Look at your head. Your head's down and you're like, gosh, when's this going to come in? When's my ship's going to come in? You know, this is the feeling I'm getting. It's a bit of a frustrated, apathetic feeling. But do trust this right now. Trust that this time is allowing your body to recover. And I think that this can often be very difficult for those within the spiritual community, because we get so kind of hung up on spirituality and our soul and our spiritual well-being that we can neglect our body, our physical well-being. And this is a time for you to balance those out. We're coming back to this masculine, feminine balancing again. This is a time for you to balance those energies, soul and body. Okay, your body is just as important as your spiritual health. Your body is often a reflection of what is happening within spirit. So if you're feeling exhausted, if you're having skin problems, if you're having tummy problems, no matter what is happening, this is often a reflection of a deeper integration that is happening. It's often a reflection of the integration you have already done. There seems to be, when manifesting, when doing any kind of spiritual work, there is a delay. And I feel that you're experiencing that delay right now. You're experiencing that delay. Okay, yeah. Protection, 444, and guidance. That came up again. I said 1313, that's a 4. So we have a very heavy spirit guide presence here. The angels are around you. You are being helped with your recovery at this time, okay? Because you're about to step into a new timeline. That's exactly what this is. This reading is for those who are aligned with my energy currently, okay? If you're seeing this reading, you have been integrating, you have been recalibrating. Things around you have probably been quite chaotic, and it's probably come out of nowhere. Things have just suddenly started going wrong, and it's because there is this huge recalibration in your reality right now, okay? Because you are about to switch timelines. There is something massive coming in for you, and it is a culmination of your own hard work and dedication and the way in which you have given. You have so freely given over the years, okay? And oftentimes to self-detriment. But this is all coming full circle now, okay? Your manifestations, the work that you have done internally, the help that you've given to others is coming back to you, okay? Right now, as we speak, you are standing on the threshold of a new timeline, of your highest timeline. It's not just any timeline. I mean, the cards that came out that represent this new timeline, the 10 of Pentacles and the Sun. This is everything. This is everything. We also got Sagittarius, so you may be a fire sign. I'm getting Leo for some reason as well with Sagittarius. Fire, very confident, very much in your power. This is a reading for somebody who has recently stepped into their power, okay? They have realized their value, they've realized their worth, they've realized that they have something quite fucking magnificent to share with the world, and they are now committed to doing that, okay? But it's taken a lot to get to this point. It's taken a lot of, the descent that you have had to take to the very depths of your soul, to face your shadows, to reacquire this power that you gave up on behalf of others, to make other people comfortable. This has been a lot. So it is no surprise that you're feeling tired and you're feeling we're so aligned right now. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. What else, please, Spirit, for the collective? What else, please, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. We have 999, which is completion. This is the end of one chapter and the start of another. You have closed the pages on the previous chapter, and right now you're not in a chapter, so you're feeling a bit weird. You know, you're a bit like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, nothing is right. Everything feels a bit strange is what I'll say. Everything feels a bit strange, but that's because you're in between. You finish one chapter and you haven't started the next. And in this time of pause, there are certain things that are being arranged. Not only, you know, by yourself internally, there's an integration that's happening internally, but also your guides, your spirit team. I mean, they're here. We have ancestral support. Like I said previously, we've had 444 come up twice already in the reading. You are surrounded at this time. You are being given the healing energy. Perhaps you've asked for help. Perhaps you've realized that you're feeling pretty shit and you're asking for help, and this is your confirmation that you are receiving help from your ancestors, from your angels, from your guides at this time, okay, to help you make this transition into this new timeline. We have lack of clarity and don't give up now. This is a perfect reiteration of these cards that came out initially. We had the Nine of Swords and we have the Sun. Lack of clarity. And this is what's causing this anxiety, is this feeling of not really knowing what's going on, of feeling something in your body, feeling something in your spirit, but not truly knowing. And this is where we come back to the idea of surrender. I just got in my head, God works for those who trust him, who trust in him. This is the ultimate trust fall once again, and perhaps you've had several trust falls with the universe, okay, but this is another one of those times in which you are being asked to release control. You do not need all the answers. You do not need to see exactly where you are going. It is being set up, it is being arranged, and you are going to love it. You are going to love it, okay? But do not let this current energy, this anxiety, because of the in-between, the liminal space that you are in, do not let this make you throw in the towel. Do not give up now, because what is coming is going to be beyond your wildest dreams, beyond your expectations. Please, if you are watching this video and you are feeling all of these symptoms, you're feeling exhausted, you're not looking your best, everything around you is kind of falling apart, random things going wrong, please do not give up right now. This is a sign that you are about to transition. You are about to jump into a new timeline. This is not the time to give up. We have repression and we have Pisces. Pisces it's been coming up a lot. It's all about healing. It's the water element, okay? It's really being in the depths, in the emotional waters. And repression. We, at this time, look at this, release, repression. This time of pause, we have been guided inwards. We've been guided inwards to see what else, you know, when you've repressed so very much, it all piles up on top of one another. So you can release and release and release and release, and there is something still stuck at the bottom that has been there for so very long. And now that you've released most of it, it's free to come up, and it hasn't been, okay? So you may have been feeling pretty good, and then all of a sudden there's some triggers that are coming up, okay? And this is because you've done the bulk of the work. You've cleaned the majority of it out. You've released the majority of it. And now in this pause, before the gun goes off, before you run straight towards the sun, straight towards your 10 of Pentacles, this is an opportunity to see those things that were squashed so deeply down into you and to release them, okay? This is what you're being asked to do right now, and you're being given the protection and the guidance to do this work, okay? You know, you've done a lot of fucking work. You've been very, very patient in manifesting, in bringing about this new life that you've envisioned for yourself. And of course, it's frustrating when you are so ready and then you've got some more work to do. I get that. I get it can be very frustrating. But I don't think that this is a huge thing that needs working out. I think it's just the little bits that are left over that you've repressed. Okay, let's have a look and see what it is. What is this repression that we're talking about right now? What is this repression that we're talking about? What has been repressed? Please, Spirit. Okay. What has been repressed? Yes. We have influence. So, and this is a regular theme on my channel. This is for somebody who has spent the majority of their life being quiet, watering themselves down, reducing themselves for fear of upsetting people. You are somebody who is here to be of influence. I've said this previously with this public recognition, an influencer. You may be an influencer yourself, you may do videos, anything that involves people kind of looking to you in any way. This is what you are supposed to do. And this is also the thing that you've repressed. I feel you've always known that you were meant for bigger things. From a very, very young age, you felt very different, and you knew, and you saw things for yourself that people just couldn't fathom. They didn't understand. No way. They didn't understand what it was that you could see, and the instinct that you had about this. And I've just looked, and on the top of my deck, it says, trust your instincts. This has been a journey of you learning to trust your intuition, to trust your gifts, to trust that that voice that tells you you're meant for something more is not lying. And this is really difficult to come into this sense of self-power when those around you have recognized this within you, and because they've recognized it, they've tried to kind of shut you up. And this is a very common thing, a very, very common thing for people who are here to do something special. Their power and their light is recognized, and most people either choose to become an energy vampire and suck from that light, to plug themselves into you like you're a battery, or they choose to dissociate you from yourself because your power threatens them. And it's a very, very difficult experience to go through, okay? But you are somebody who has reclaimed your birthright. You have reclaimed your gift. You have reclaimed the knowing of your purpose that was displaced on behalf of others, okay? And you are here to influence the world. You are here to make a difference. You are here to uplift the collective consciousness. This could be through art, however it resonates, okay? You have something very special, and you know what this is. You know what it is. Okay? Trust your instincts when it comes to this. A surprise is coming. You're about to cross that threshold, my guy. You're about to cross that threshold. Now is not the time to give up. Take as much time you need to rest as you need to rest. But do not throw in the towel right now, because things are about to get good. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for. It's here. Be kind to yourself, okay? Be kind to your body. What now? What now, please, Spirit? Last messages. Last messages. Expansion. Yes, this is an expansion, but we are currently in the contraction. We are contracting before we expand, okay? We are being pulled back before we shoot at the target. This is what is happening. This new timeline that you're stepping into is a timeline of expansion, limitless expansion, okay? You have released the bonds of lack. You have released the bonds of wounding, of trauma. You've released the trauma filter. You are not functioning through wounding anymore. You are embodying your highest self, and this is why you are aligning with your highest timeline, okay? Vision. Yes. Vision and expansion. Oh my gosh. Look at this. He has a vision. He is looking out with the world in his hands. He knows that he is about to go out there. He is about to expand. He is about to make his dreams come true. This is you right now. What else did we have? Joy. You're going into a season of pure joy because you deserve it. You've worked for it. You're an earth angel. You're a light worker. And there may be some people who are not a fan of this, who are jealous of this. Do not pay any attention, okay? These people do not know what you have had to endure to come to this. They will covet what you have and yet wouldn't take a step into the darkness that you have spent the majority of your life in to come to this result, okay? Do not worry. Do not pay heed to what others are going to think when you are in this joy. There will be jealousy. Water off a duck's back. You have come too far to water yourself down, to play down your blessings after you've dragged yourself out of hell. Nobody gets to make you feel that way anymore. You deserve every single thing that you get. Every positive thing that comes your way was earned. Know that. We have Aries, which is fire again. Woo! Oh, we're all feeling very fiery, aren't we? We're all raring to go at this point. We've really, really come back into a sense of personal power, and it's not fleeting. It's the seat. That's our center. This power is at our center now. We have really integrated that into our being, and the decisions that we're making, the movement that we're making now is coming from that place, okay? It's coming from alignment. You are aligned. That's exactly what this message is here. You have found alignment. And when you've found alignment, although there may be kind of an initial difficulty with this recalibration that we're going through, things are going to get so much easier. You are going to be experiencing so much joy in this new timeline that you are stepping into. We have faith. Somebody may be struggling when it comes to this, believing what I'm saying, having faith that this is going to work out, that this is the truth. And that is because there is a part of the ego that feels this. It senses it, okay? You know that you are about to change. You are about to change the world, your world, other people's worlds. What you are about to do, the place that you're about to step into is going to change everything. And your ego, it wants to keep you comfortable. It wants to keep you safe. So it will say, oh, no, not me, not this. No, I'm not feeling very good. Surely not. Please do not listen. Do not listen to the ego. Give it love. Acknowledge it. Accept that it is only trying to protect you. But realize that you are in an era of huge expansion. Okay? In which you are stepping into influence. This is your time. Prepare to jump into this new timeline of joy and abundance, okay? Because it is already yours. Your soul may, your soul, your body may feel tired at this time. That is entirely okay. You have just been to war. You have just been through a war. You are very much allowed and very much safe to take some time to recover from this before you step into this new beginning, okay? It's taken you everything that you've had to get here. It's taken you every little piece of yourself. You've sacrificed so much, you've recovered so much, and this is your pause, okay? Be gentle with yourself. And I cannot wait to see what is going to come through for you. I mean, we have a surprises coming. So please, do let me know in the comments if something's going really well for you. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what your experience is right now. And yeah, amazing.